Hi, this is Don Sparks from Grace Engineered Products, now known as Grace Technologies, since our recent name change. We are still the purveyors of GracePorts, GraceSense, Grace PESDs. This is the first in one of several recordings for our different product lines. Today, we'll be focusing on GracePorts. So let me have a second to share. I have a short PowerPoint, and we'll get right into it. So many of you have been exposed to GracePorts. Thankfully, we have a pretty good support among distribution, and many of you have sold our products to your customers, have called us. We hope that that continues, and we appreciate your support and want to talk about some of the old things with Grace and some of the new things with Grace. This is Grace Technologies now. We have been Grace Engineered Products since the beginning, and have changed our company name because of our product breadth, because we are now into several IoT across hotspot monitors for busway temperature. So we have really expanded out into safety and newer technology for our customers. So you see Phil Allen there in the middle. Phil is the founder of Grace Engineered Products. Probably several of you have met him as we've been at different shows and events around the country. We are a second generation family business. Drew is now involved heavily in the company in GraceSense and with the running of the daily operation. We are a global company, 20 years plus as a Rockwell and Compass partner. We do a lot of monthly webinars, weekly hump day email with a large subscription, and it's a great place to work. I can say that with confidence. I'm in my 9th year, and it's an awesome place to work. We have kept the Grace portion of Grace Technologies, which is based on Ephesians 2, for by grace you're saved, not of your own works, lest any man boast. Grace through the door, GracePorts, through the door convenience, through the door connectivity to anything in the panel. So if you need to access or communicate, we can do that through the door in just about every case. Eliminate the hazard of being exposed to electrical energy, and keep people that are unauthorized out of the cabinet with our GracePorts. You can lock our GracePorts, and they are made in Davenport, Iowa. So we have a lot of offshore components, but the GracePorts themselves are all made in Davenport, Iowa. Probably one of the best things about GracePorts is we are fully customizable. 2 to 3 days build to ship, and that's usually also on customizable ports. So it may add a day, it may not, depending on what the customization is. One of the great things, and you'll see UL recognition, is if everything that you ask for is listed in that port, even a brand new one, we can recognize that port. We've done over 15,000 unique part numbers. That is still growing. It's hundreds of components, access and ability to speak to just about everybody's PLC and drive. All the UL types 1 through 12, 1, 3R, 4, 4X, 12, 4 being the most popular. And quick payback after installation with just one person complying with closed door policies. We believe that you're able to show payback on that first programming session. We have a lot more 3D drawings than we used to. They are now available on the web. I'll show you that toward the end of the presentation. A lot more international power. We are a worldwide company, so we ship GracePorts all over the world. The part configuration we have a section in our catalog. There's a portion of the web dedicated to that. I don't build my own part numbers. I call inside sales. We have an internal part number configuration program, and they are very quick to put new part numbers together. It's usually just a few minutes. I encourage you to do the same. It's great to look at our part number and kind of understand how they are put together, because if it's in the part number, that's what's in the port. You'll notice the U code at the end, that's for custom logos. So we have several hundreds of custom logos stored, so that we can put the customer or the distributor custom logo on there, as well as custom text. Popular GracePorts, you'll see a few of those right here, all the way from single use in the lower left-hand corner to some more complicated ports that you'll see featured on our website. And many of you have sold custom one-off ports, and we do that all the time. I'm glad to do it. Ethernet, USB, USB hub. There's a lot of specialty ports. We'll show you right here is the E5 through the door Ethernet switch. 4 ports on the back, lights on the back and front. GFI. You can also get that with just the Ethernet switch in a smaller version. We sell a lot of these to pump panels, to places that have 2 or 3 connections that they want to access from the outside, especially where there's very tight panel space. And I've actually seen this on the side of the panel to do the access to 3 or 4 different drives or PLCs. So very popular, and it's something that that we are glad we came out with. Our customers really like that. USB is very popular. Probably Ethernet's still the most popular connector that we have. That's moved to the top, followed closely by USB. We do have the 4-in-1 hub. It is an unpowered hub, so you got to be careful where you use that. You'll see Ethernet right next to it, the R2. We have 3 or 4 types of Ethernet. We do have a shielded Ethernet that a lot of people prefer. Right next to it, you'll see the breaker. A lot of people like the breaker. That keeps the big drills, the big floor buffers out of the GracePort because it won't put up with anything more than 3 to 5. I think we can go up to 15 amps in those. Pretty exciting for us is now we have an SD card. Goes up to 23 or 24 inches on the ribbon cable coming out of the back. So that's usually plenty to go to the back of an HMI or reach into the panel for a drive. That way you can bring data, you can bring configuration, you can access those devices without having to open the panel. Very, very popular. We have a big customer that's using several of those, and we're making it available to everybody. So the M8 is another exciting one that we have. This is not a wide use. We sell several of them every year, but you'll see here that you can set that outside. It's 3R, so you can use that in the rain. And we've had HVAC people with outdoor units that they want to access in all types of weather. That way they can keep the HVAC unit closed. So you see this on a lot of air makeup rooftop units. And actually, one great use is local football fields. You can plug in your equipment and then roll it back in the building when you're done. So pretty great. You could put that on your back deck and have your sound and power available right there. So NEMA 1 is an important thing to touch on when we talk about GracePorts. We sell a lot of this through distribution, even extra special ones that go to OEMs. We have them that go to control rooms, clean rooms. We have a lot of them that are sold on special testing devices. We've had these that we don't put the component in, that we only make the hole for the component. We've had these that we put the customer's logo and labeling for a custom test or a custom control room so that we can access from outside and keep exposure. We've actually put some of these in people's meeting rooms. Stainless steel is another great line for us, the M5 and M6. You'll see that one right here in the lower left corner of the pictures. A lot of food, a lot of pharma. It is an external hinge, so some people don't care for the external hinge, but we've sold a lot of that into special applications. The other pictures you'll notice are low profile. They are not UL, but we have that available for people that want a lower profile, much tighter installation on the faceplate. So we've made that available, and it's been a very popular addition to our line. M7, Hazardous. A lot of us have these factories nearest that we sell into. So after they get into a safe environment, they have done a sniff test to make sure there's no explosive gases in the air. You can open this and have access to Ethernet or USB or whatever your communication protocol is. GracePort Plus is a new part. I was getting asked this everywhere I went a few years ago. I need to cover up my HMI, my through the door interface with my drive, and the M series GracePort was just not quite big enough. We do sell that with empty for some applications, but the GracePort Plus is one that we have been glad to offer. It solves a lot of problems. Comes in multiple sizes, 5 sizes now, all the way up to 21-inch. The clear cover is UL-F1, so it is not only UV resistant, but wash down resistant. Stainless steel hardware, single hinge, so very easy to replace the cover. The clear polycarbonate cover. And in all the UL types, in that one enclosure, it covers all the UL types 1 through 13. So it is 4X for those of you with those tough environments. So GracePort.com is a very important resource. I think we are well over 180 ports that have drawings, information. Knowledge base is very important, becoming more important every day. You can ask any question about any of our lines, and articles and redirects come up to take you to the information that you'd like. So thank you for listening to that portion. I think what I'm going to do next is go to the web, and my screen sharing is paused. Let me reshare with the web. I think that's correct. And I am now screen sharing, it looks like. So this is our Grace Technologies website. A lot of information. You can go to each line, GracePort, Grace PESDs, Grace Sense, and we'll be covering all these in coming weeks. We'll re-release new versions that kind of fit the lunch and learn format. Today, of course, we're talking about GracePorts. We feature our new ports, allow downloads, information. I think today I want to go to find products. It's one of the most robust things we do at Grace Technologies. You can see there's several ports. You can see that there are filters, so you can configure your own, and it will come up in here. Let's just go to one of our very popular units, the R2F3R0. You've probably seen this before, probably sold this before. And you can see you can add it to a cart. You can also see details. So if customers want a cut sheet, they can do that right here. We do have a store. We sell at this list price and then pass that sale on to our distribution so they can make customers aware of a better value for this port or anything we sell on the website. You will also see we have approvals and certifications now available, so you can access all those online, CAD drawings. So by sending one link to a customer, all of these different things are available. And let me go back to just sharing my camera. I want to show you one more thing. This is available for distributors. It's our GracePort demo board. It can be used, you can carry that with you on sales calls. It also has a stand to go on a counter or sit at a trade show. We show a few of the UL types, 4, 12. This is 4X. There's NEMA 1 that we talked a little bit about. There's a lot of the sales points. So it's very easy to to sell right off of this GracePort. It does have a back side that we can talk about. GracePort Plus, our inside outlet with the GFI on the front, GFI protected, 110 volt in, 110 volt GFI out. There's one of the SD cards with the 24-inch tail on it. We do put these with cables so that people understand that we can ship with cables that offer connectivity within the panel. This is something we offer at a very special price to our distribution partners. A lot of people leave it on their counter and then let the outside sales people take that out for different sales calls. So I want to thank you for taking time with us. I'm Don Sparks with Grace Engineered Products. Please access us. I just said Grace Engineered Products. We are now Grace Technologies. Please access us at graceport.com. My cell phone, 765-465-1927, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.